So this is what we were discussing in the last session. If you remember, there were three activities like main activity, second activity, and third activity. And this was the design of all three activities. Activity underscore main.xml, where there were three buttons. In the second activity again there were three buttons, and in the last activity also there were three buttons. And from each activity we were trying to move from one activity to another activity. So from first activity, if I want to go with go in second or third activity, I can do it. From second, if I want to switch from second to first or second to third, we can do it using the concept of intent. So this is what we were discussing. You can see in the click event of button, we have just created an object of intent. And while creating an object of intent, you need to remember that there are two parameters. You need to pass two parameters. Your first parameter is the current context. In whatever application you are, you need to pass the current reference, current object. So that you can do using either get application context, or you can do it using your class name.this. So in this case, let's say your class name is main activity. So you can write main activity.this. And second parameter is your destination activity. So from this activity, if you want to move in the second activity, then you can go with second.class. And then you can start the activity by calling this method, which is start activity, and just pass the reference of intent. That's it. So once you will do this, then it will switch your activity from current activity to whatever activity you pass here. It will go to the destination activity. So let me know if you have any doubt so far in the concept of intent.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, great. So now today we are going to discuss few more controls. So let me create new module again. I can do right click here, new, and a module. Let me give the name, edit text view, and button demo. So all together, let's say we want to implement something. Let me go with the empty activity. Name of the activity is main activity. I want layout file as well, and the name is activity underscore main for that layout file. You can rename it if you don't want activity underscore main or main activity, then from here only you can rename it. So still Gradle is getting built. We'll have to wait for 1 minute. And see, today we are going to discuss one more control which is very important, that is spinner, and we are going to discuss that also. So within 15 to 20 minutes we will cover this, and then I will explain you what is the use of spinner control in Android. Yes, and there you are now. Your activity or your application is ready. Yes. Let me go to the Android view here. I don't think it is here. Okay, fine. So this is what we have created: edit text, text view, and button. This is the XML file. As of now, you can see there is only one text view. This is what we want, and Let me go to the design part. Let's replace this constraint layout with linear layout. Let me change the orientation as well. I want to go with vertical vertical orientation, and at the same time I want to give 30 dp of padding from each side. You can give even left padding, top padding, right padding, every possibility is there, but if you want to give padding from all the sides, then you can use this property, Android padding. And here let's say I want to place one edit text. So edit text is a control using which you can ask user to enter something, right? So user will be able to enter something in this text box. It is known as edit text. So let me set the width and height property for edit text. Let me go with wrap content. We need ID also for each control. So now while putting the control itself together, we will give the ID also, so that at the end we don't need to remember it. So let me give ID edt first name, then what else? Let me show you. See, this is how it looks like. See, as of now in this edit text I'm using wrap content, so as of now there are no characters, there are no letters, so it is very small, but once you will write something, then it will spread this edit text. But still, if you want to set this specific thing, then you can do it. In the edit text you can change the width also, you can do manual changes also. Let's say I want to go with 60 dp, 70 dp, 100 dp, so according to your requirement you can change this. But now one thing, let's say I want to put a kind of placeholder. I don't know this edit text is for what purpose. So I want user to get the hint that you will have to enter your first name here. So in that case you can use hint property. The property name is Android:hint. You can see here Android:hint. So once I write here that enter your first name, meaning of this is you can see here user will get this kind of hint, enter your first name. Once I will click here, then this will disappear and user will be able to enter something. And once user will enter something, what we are going to do based on the click event of button, we will set the text in this text view. Whatever text user will write in the edit text, we will get it and we will set that text in the text view. Are you getting the requirement? This is what I'm going to do.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yes. तो हम अभी ऐसा करने वाले हैं कि यहाँ पे जो एडिट टेक्स्ट है उसमें यूजर कुछ वैल्यू एंटर करेंगे, उसका फर्स्ट नेम यहाँ पे एंटर करेंगे. Whatever first name user is giving, we will get that first name, and based on the click event of button, we will set that text in this text view. So we need one more control, one more widget, which is button. So let me place button. Let's go with wrap content for width and height. Let me give ID also, btn click. Let's do text. Let's go with hard coded value, click. Let me give text size, which is 40 dp. Yeah. Oh my god, it's too big. Okay. So there you are. Now you have one edit text where you are able to find the hint also. Here you will have to enter your first name. Then once you will click on this button, once you will click on click button, then whatever text you will write in this edit text, it should set in the text field, in the text view. This is what we are going to do. And in the text view also you can see everything is there. The only thing is ID is not there. So let me give the ID, Android:ID @+ID. It's a text view. So this is your design. Your design is ready. Let me know if you have any doubt so far in this design.
No.
Any doubt so far?
No doubt, sir.
No,
Okay,
sir.
great. So now the only thing is in the main activity.java file, in the main activity.java file, we will have to find the IDs of all three controls. I am having one edit text, one button, and one text view. So I will have to find ID of all three components in the Java file. So let's do it. Let me go with one button. So just create an object of button. Let's say button click. Then we have one text view. So let's use text view, and let me go with TV. We have one edit text also. Let's go with EDT. Let's go with EDT only. So now we have object of all three components in our application. One button is there, one text view is there, and one edit text is there. Now the only thing is we need to find ID of all three components. So we can do the same process which we are doing for other controls. Can anyone help me to write the code? I want to find ID of button, text view, and edit text from the XML file. What should I write here? Anyone?
Sir,
Get by ID.
So I can use this object which is click, in which I can store which method I can use here?
Get by ID.
Find view by ID. The method name is find view by ID. You can use this method. Now you need to find the ID. So for find view by ID, you can use r dot ID dot. For button, the ID is button click, btn click. You can see for each ID, random number is there, which is the unique number. This is what I was discussing in the beginning. So you can use this ID. So now your button is linked with this Java file. You can use this button. You can implement the click events of this button. Whatever you want to do with that button, you can do it now. Similarly, for text view, you can use TV equal to find view by ID. Just find it using the same way, r dot ID dot txt view. Similarly, you can do it for edit text, edt equal to find view by ID, r dot ID dot edt first name. That's it. So we have got IDs of all three components. Now, can anyone tell me what should we do now?
इसके inbuilt
text
function
view
use
और
करेंगे.
button को connect करेंगे.
But before that, what I want to do is once I will write something in the edit text, based on the click event, I need to set that thing in the text view. So I need to implement the click event of button. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Set
So,
on click listener.
correct. Now we know how to create the click event of any controls or any. So let's do it. Click dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. That's it. So this is the click event of this button. Now once I will click on this button, it will call this method, on click method. So whatever I want to do, I need to write the entire logic, whatever specific logic is there, that logic I need to write inside this method. So now can anyone help me what kind of logic I need to write here? Anyone?
सर सो एडिट टेक्स्ट जो वैल्यू है
Yes.
वो हम टेक्स्ट व्यू में प्रिंट करा देंगे.
Correct. So how to get the values from edit text?
edit text dot get
Correct.
weight.
So there must be certain methods using which you can get the text. You are right. In Java also we were using get text method, set text method. Same methods you can use in Android also. So what we will do? We will try to get the values from edit text. So now we don't know which method is there, but you have the object of edit text, which is edt. So you can go for it. Edt dot. You don't know which method is there, but you can see. You can set the text. You can get the text also. So if you will try to use this method get text, then the meaning of get text method is it will get the entire text which is written inside this edit text. Let's get it. So now you got the text. You need to store this value somewhere. Either you can store in string variable or directly you can set this text in the text view. So if I want to do it directly, then what I can do? मुझे अभी टेक्स्ट व्यू में उसको सेट करना है, तो टेक्स्ट व्यू में भी सेट करने के लिए कोई मेथड होगी. I am having object of text view, which is TV. So what I can do, TV dot, the method is set text. TV dot set text, inside which I can write this. Are you getting this statement?
Yes, sir.
TV dot set text, what we will set, that is written inside the parameter. What is that? EDT dot get text. So EDT dot get text will retrieve the text which is written inside the edit text. Whatever text is there, it is going to be set inside this text view using set text method. That's it. So here I am done with the applications. Let me run this file. But before this, I need to connect my phone.
सर ये क्लिक टीवी और ईडीटी जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं ये किसके ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, कौन सी क्लास के?
Click है वो बटन का है. You can see here. Click is the object of button. TV is the object of text view, and EDT is the object of edit text.
Oh, okay sir. हाँ.
So the only thing which you need to remember is in your application, just go to the design part, just go to the XML file, check how many controls are there. See, as of now there are 3 controls. You need to identify which control it is. First one is the edit text, second one is the button, third one is the text view. Fine, and this is what you have done already. You have put these controls in your activity, so you know that this is edit text, this is button, this is text view. So whatever controls are available in your XML file, you need to find ID of all the controls. So as I said, I am having 3 controls. One is button, second one is text view, another one is edit text. You can create any object here, and whatever ID you get, you can store the reference in the object. तो जितने कंट्रोल्स वहां पे अवेलेबल है उतने कंट्रोल्स के यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट होने चाहिए. आपके पास अगर 4 बटन है तो यहाँ पे चारों बटन के ऑब्जेक्ट चाहिए. क्लिक 1, क्लिक 2, क्लिक 3, और you can go with any different name also. Other than button, if you have more components, let's say you have one spinner, you have one list view, you have one radio button, you have one checkbox. So whatever controls are available in your XML file, you need to find ID of all the components in your Java file. This is what you need to remember. Agree?
Yes sir.
Okay, great. Now let me just see if my phone is connected or not. Where is the visor? It is already available. Yes, now it is connected. Let me run this file. So now application is getting installed, so we'll have to wait for a few seconds. Meanwhile, if you have any specific doubt, then tell me so that we can discuss by the time application gets installed.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, great. Yes, and now it is ready to install. Let me install it. And you can see now I am having 3 components. One is edit text, second one is button, and third one is hello world, which is your text view. So now once I will click here, then this will disappear. you can see actually it will not disappear straight away, but you can write your text and then it will be disappear. So if I write, you can see here, once I start writing something, it goes away. So if I write my first name, and if I click on this button, which is click, you can see whatever text I have written here, same thing is now replaced in the text view. So this is how you can play with your controls. This is how you can play with your components. If I give different name, let's say Nilay, if I click, you can see it is getting renamed, it is getting replaced. Fine, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, so in your application, whenever you have such requirements, then you can do this. You can place number of components, you can create the click events, you can write your own logic, and uh, while writing the logic, you need to understand the requirement. Whatever requirement you have, you can put your logic accordingly, and it will be there in your application. So now one more thing, I don't want to start a spinner control straight away. Now one more application I want to go with, in which what I'll try to do. Let me do right click again. Why I'm not able to create the new module from here? I don't think. Yeah, I think I can do right click here from the empty space. Let me just try empty, new, and module. Let's say I'm going to place two edit text, and I want to enter the numbers in the edit text, and whatever number I will enter, I will have to find the addition of both the numbers. And so let's say addition of two numbers. As of now, you are in the initial phase, so I am trying to give you more and more examples. Once you will be having clear understanding about how to place the components in the activities, how to create the click events, how to place the logic, then within one session we can complete 3 to 4 widgets. So it is not a big deal. Don't worry about the syllabus, and for this subject I am not looking for completion of syllabus, because we are going to discuss many things which are not there in your syllabus also. So never focus on syllabus only. We are going to learn many other things also. But this is your initial phase, so it will take little bit time. Then later on, within one session, we will be able to complete 3 to 4 components. So let's say addition of two numbers. Let me give next, empty activity, next, and finish. So here your activity is ready. No, where is it? I think it is placed inside this. Yeah. So this is not a ideal way of creating a new module. I was thinking that it will be created here only, but by default this application was selected, so it is now inside this. So let me create new module outside. I want it inside this archive fifth all applications. Let me create a module again. Empty activity, next, and finish. So now you can see your module is ready. This is your XML file. So can anyone tell me to fulfill my requirement, what kind of controls I need here? I want to add two numbers, and based on the click event, I want to add the values which is entered in the edit text. Anyone?
सर दो एडिट टेक्स्ट
To edit, to हाँ,
Okay.
one click
One
button,
button
one button
Okay.
and view
and one
text view.
view, text view.
Correct. Correct. Perfect. We need to edit text, then one button and one text view. So you are right. Let me place all three components here. Before that, let me change the layout. Let's give the orientation vertical. Let me give padding also 30 dp from each side. And here I'm having one text view. This is what I want. 140 માં call કરો lecture ચાલે. So let me go with to edit text first. This is my first edit text. I want to go with wrap content. I want to give hint also. Enter first number, and I want to give text size also. It's a 20 dp. I want to go with id also. Let me give id edt first. Same thing I can do for a second edit text. This is my second edit text. Wrap content, wrap content. I want to give hint again, which is enter second number. Let me give text size 20 dp, and let's give id also edt second. And I want one button as well. Let me go with one button. Wrap content, wrap content. I want to write text, which is add. Then I want to go with text size 20 dp again. Want id as well. So let's give id bt and add. And this is my text view where wrap content is there. Text is hello world. And let me go with the default text, which is hello world. We will change it as and when needed. And the id is txt view. Yeah. So this is your design. You can see your design is ready. We are using linear layout having vertical orientation, so all the components are placed in vertical manner. It will place one control in one row. Then once it will find new component, it will place the new component in the second line, because I am using vertical orientation. Any doubt so far in the designing?
नो सर.
Yeah. So now
No, sir.
now the thing is we need to find IDs of all three components in the Java. So here you need to do it. So let me go with edit text. Let's say ed1 or edt1, edt2. You can give your convenient name. It is up to you. You need one button as well, so let's go with one button. Button add, and one text view as well, which is, let's say, TV. Now how to find the IDs of all four components? Can anyone help me to find the IDs of all four components?
Find by ID.
Find view by ID.
Very good. I need to write edt1 equal to find view by id r.id.edt first. Similarly, edt2 is equal to find view by id r.id.edt second. I can do it for add button as well. Add is equal to find view by id r.id.bt and add. Same thing I can do for this text view. TV is equal to find view by id r.id.txt view. So now I am having IDs of all the components. So XML file is connected with Java file. All the components are also connected with the Java file. Now you can implement the click events as per your need, and you can write your logic inside the onClick method. So who will help me to create the click event of this button?
ADD dot बाद में
Correct. ADD dot set on click listener. Then here what should I write?
New बाद में control
New,
space.
New.
New and control space. So you will find view dot on click listener. Just click on that. See, it has implemented the click event of this button and it has implemented the on click method as well. Now you need to write your logic here, and whatever addition you will get, and that answer or that number you need to store in this text view. So can anyone help me to write the logic here? What kind of logic I need to pass here? I need to write here.
Sir,
EDT1 dot
EDT1 dot get text.
One dot get text.
Sorry, variable में
Let
store
me go with one number. Can I write like this? Integer n1 equal to edt1 dot get text. I am getting an error. Why?
Sorry, we have to pass integer dot parse int like that.
See,
something.
correct. In Java, we have studied the concept of wrapper class. And whenever you have any numbers in the form of string, and if you want that number to be represented as number, to be represented as integer, then you need to use the properties of integer wrapper class. So here, whatever number you will write in the edit text, by default, it will be considered as string values only. Even though you pass 10, for you 10 is an integer value. But if you pass 10 in the edit text, then it will be considered as string. So you need to pass that number. So what you can do? You can use parseInt method, which we were using in Java. You can see here, integer is the wrapper class, which is defined inside java.lang package. So you can use this integer dot. The method is parseInt. You can see here, and you can pass this string value inside the parameter. Edt1 dot get text, and you need to use the toString method as well. So now you can see here, whatever text or whatever numbers you will write inside the edit text, it will be converted into the integer value using integer.parseInt, and that number will be stored in this variable n1. Same thing you can do for second edit text. Let me go with one more number, integer n2 equal to integer dot parseInt, right, edt2 dot get text dot toString. So now whatever numbers you will enter in both the edit text, now both the numbers are converted into integer and the numbers are stored in the variables n1 and n2 respectively. Now the only thing is we need to add both the values. So you can go with one more variable, let's say integer addition, integer sum, whatever you want to write, you can. Integer addition is equal to n1 plus n2. So now answer is stored in this variable addition. Now we need to set this answer in the text view. So can anyone help me to write the logic here?
tv.setText.
tv.setText, and if I write addition here, then will it work?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Let me just run this file. I am done with the entire logic. Let's do it. Let me install this. Now I am getting enter first number. Let me give 30. Enter second number. Let me give 50. And let me click on this add button, and it goes away. I am not able to even see the output. Application is getting crashed. Why? What could be the reason? Can anyone tell me?
ऑप्शन को होल्ड करने के लिए कुछ है नहीं शायद.
Sorry? Yes, Abhishek.
जो आउटपुट आ रहा है उसे कहीं पे होल्ड करने के लिए कोई स्क्रीन नहीं होगा शायद इसके लिए.
No, to set the text, we don't need to even ask our activity to hold, because if we set the text, then it will be set. You don't need to do any extra things. Yes, Rusi, you were also saying something.
सर वही बोल रहा हूँ कि कोड में कुछ गलती होगी तभी ऐसा हो रहा है.
Yeah, that I know. If code is correct, then surely we will get the output. There is something which is wrong. So what is that wrong that we need to figure out?
सर ये tv dot set text में कुछ है?
Yes, so what is wrong in that sentence? tv.setText. What is wrong in that?
सर इसके लिए भी
सर
रेफर
ऐसा
क्लास
होता कि हम डायरेक्ट एडिशन नहीं लिख सकते.
See, let me open the last example. See, here we are doing the same thing. tv.setText. Using the setText method, we can set the text. So here, what is wrong?
सर सेट टेक्स्ट में ऐसा करना पड़ेगा, डबल इन्वर्टेड कोमा करके फिर प्लस करके फिर एडिशन लिखना पड़ेगा.
Okay, so if I write, let's say if I write addition is, and then if
सर
I
tv dot get text नहीं आएगा सर, set text क्यों? सेट थोड़ी कुछ करना
टेक्स्ट
है.
व्यू में हमें सेट करना है. सी टेक्स्ट व्यू में कुछ है ही नहीं अभी. दिस इज योर लेआउट फाइल. तो हमें क्या करना है, यहाँ पे एडिट टेक्स्ट में मैं 10 डाल रहा हूँ, सेकंड में मैं 20 डाल रहा हूँ. वंस आई विल क्लिक ऑन दिस ऐड बटन, I want to add both the numbers, and whatever answer I get, and that I need to set in the text view. I don't want to get the text from this text view.
Okay sir, समझ गया.
Fine, yeah. So here I think Tejas was there. Tejas has said that you need to write something in the string and then you can concat it. Fine, and let me run this file. So now you are on the way. Let me write 34 in the first. Let's say 64, and let's click on this add button, and now I'm getting addition is 98. Can anyone explain me why I'm getting the perfect output? Earlier I was not getting it.
Because sir, in between we are using the vapor class, that's why.
No,
think
that
so.
is no, that is not the reason. But see, make sure that whenever you use set text or get text method for any control, whether you are talking about edit text or you are talking about text view or any control, but for any control, if you are using set text or get text method, it means that you are dealing with the string values only. You are dealing with the string values only, and here you can see this addition variable is having integer data type. So whatever number we try to set in the text view, that is integer, that is the integer value. So straight away you cannot set the text having integer values. So either you can convert your integer value into string or you can club it with any string. So this is what we have done. If you don't want to club like this, then what you can do, you can convert this addition value in the string form. And to do that, what you can do, again there is one method in the integer wrapper class, that is integer dot, and the method is toString. You can see here. If you want to convert any integer value into string, then again you need to use toString method, and now you can write your variable addition, and this will also work. Let me, why my phone is disconnected? Yeah, let's run this file again. So earlier we were trying to set the integer value straight away, so I was getting an error. But now I am using integer.toString method. What that method will do, it will convert your integer value into string, and once we have string values, we can easily set the string value in edit text or text view or whatever, in whatever control we need to set it. Let's say 50 and 50. Let me click on add, and you can see now I'm getting 100. So there are many ways. It is up to you whether you want to put any other message and you want to club with the string values. You can do that also, or else you need to know that if I want to set the text in the text view, then the value must be in string format. As of now, you have integer value. So the first requirement is you need to convert this integer value into string. So you need to recall the concept. Do we have any concept using which we can convert the integer value into the string values? Then answer is yes. We have the concept of wrapper class, because Android is following the concept of Java only. So in Java, we are having concept of wrapper class. What wrapper class says, you can convert the value of any data type into any other data type. Hello. Lecture master, हमारे lecture चले 140 master. Fine. So once you know that you need to convert your integer value into string, then you can recall the concept, and you will be able to recall that we have wrapper class using which we can convert the value of any data type into any other data type. So this is how you can do it. ToString is one of the static method of integer wrapper class. So we can find it using this wrapper class straight away, and simply you can pass your integer value. So this value will be converted into string, and once we have string values, we can set the text. So that's it. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. Then now I'm going to end this session. In the next session, I will explain the concept of spinner, which is very interesting. If I want to place a drop down in my activity, once I click on the drop down menu, I should find more number of items, and based on the selection of item, if I want to do something, I can do it. So that we are going to discuss in the next session. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt in this session, then tell me.